Hello, my name is Shirley, and we are going to talk about sugar today. Um, it has been a big item in my herb shop. Uh, I'll give you an example. I used to do live blood analysis here, and husbands and wife would, give one drop of blood, and we put it under my microscope for 12 years. And they would say, "What's those crystals?" I said, "That's sugar crystals. It's undigested sugar." And I would get them on this one herb that we have. It's called Sugar Rag. And so I had three families from Big Lake. And they would come in and they would get their herbs, their vitamins, their minerals, their clean start, and they would get sugar, Sugar Rag, because they had so much sugar. And they got so that they was not craving sugar no more because it was balancing out their blood sugar. And so after 3 months, one of them called me about 20 miles away, Big Lake is. And anyway, what happened was she called and she said, "I don't crave sugar no more, so can I get off of it?" I said, "Sure." And she said, "Okay." And so she got off of it in 3 days. She called me up and she said, "Do you have any Sugar Rag in stock?" And I said, "Well, yes, I do." She said, "How many?" I said, "2." And I didn't think nothing else about it. And I was sitting here doing my work. And then all at once, I seen one call pull up. I seen 2 calls pulled up. I seen 3 calls pulled up. And after 3 cars, I seen these women get out. And when these women got out, they was pulling. They was stopping and pulling each other. They had jean jackets on. They was probably in their 50s. And they had these jean jackets on, and they was trying to stop each other. And they was out there laughing, and they was pulling and laughing. And they wouldn't let nobody, each one of them would not let the other one come into my herb shop. And so I finally went to the door and I said, "Can I help you young ladies?" And they said, "Well, we know you only got 2 bottles and there's 3 of us and we got off a Sugar Rag and now we're craving sugar, so we have to have it." I said, "UPS just delivered before you guys came and I have 8 bottles now." They straightened up, they walked in and they said, "We want Sugar Rag." They did not realize how it balanced out their blood sugar where they was not doing the craving. And they started losing their weight and they were so happy. But a lot of times we think we know best, but our body knows best. And a lot of times you don't realize what sugar does. And I have a list in the shop, and this woman wrote her thesis on it, and she became a doctor. And it destroys the immune system. It destroys the teeth. It destroys your colon. It destroys anything that you have trouble with. Sugar destroys. And even with the children, and I mean, sometimes people laugh about it. They said, "Oh, they just have a little bit of sugar," but they don't know how it destroys the brain cells. You just don't want it. You just don't want it. And I threw sugar out of the house over 40 years ago. And as you get older, your blood sugar will keep going up, even if you don't eat sugar. And that's why you want to stop it really early. So as you get older, even if your blood sugar keeps going up because you're not eating sugar-based, because you're not moving as fast as you used to, your metabolism is slowing down, so you can still be safe, so you don't have to be on the medicine for being a diabetic. And so me and my husband were both, well, he's 76 and I'm 76, we're both holding our own on blood sugar, but it's because I started 40 years ago throwing it out of the house, and we use xylitol or stevia. And I've been so thankful. And then there was another lady, she walked in and a doctor had sent her here, and she had a little 11-year-old girl, and she's pulling her behind her, and she said, "I heard you know about nutrition." I said, "Well, a small amount." She said, "I want you to talk to my daughter." And so she sat the daughter down, and I said, "Well, what's wrong?" And she said, "Well, at night, right before bed, she sits down and eats, she wants a cup of sugar every night. She takes a teaspoon and eats a cup of sugar every night." I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, can I speak to her?" And she said, "Sure." So I said, "Could you tell me why you eat a cup of sugar every night?" She said, "Sure." She said, "In science, we was told that if we eat sugar, when it goes down into the stomach, into the high caloric acid, it makes alcohol. And I want to be like my mom. She drinks alcohol at night, so I want to drink alcohol at night." And I went, "Oh." Her mom picks her up and pulls her out, and never seen him again. But people think we can do something that's not healthy in front of our children, but we need to do something healthy. Lack of teaching and lack of knowledge a lot of times, but a lot of times we have the knowledge, we just don't want to do it, and then we suffer as we get older. And I'm older, and we're not suffering, me and my husband is not suffering about sugar. So if you want to be healthy, get off of it. Get off of it directly. It shows this list: gallbladders, gallstones, if you have weak eyes, cataracts, appendicitis, hemorrhoids. I mean, and it lowers your vitamin E. She has a list of causes allergies. People come in, I got allergies. The first thing I stick them on is enzyme, but I always get people off of sugar, always. And some people do it and some people don't. But the main thing is, if you want to be healthy and happy, then you get off of it, because it pulls your body down and takes the vitamins away, because sugar does not have any vitamins or minerals in it to digest. And it causes a lot of colon trouble, like colitis and Crohn's disease. This one lady walked in and she said, I got a 12-year-old girl. And she said, I can't get her off of sugar. And I said, okay, here's a list. This lady did a thesis, and I said, here's the list, and take it home and let the daughter read the list out loud to you. So she did. She came back the next week, and the daughter had not touched sugar since then, because the daughter had migraines, and so it said that you get migraines when you eat too much sugar. So and the daughter also had eczema, and it says you can have eczema with sugar. And she quit both of those, and she came in to thank me for the list. So the list is always, I always hand people out the list if they want to read it. I always say, whoever's got the problem, have them to read it out loud, because at least they can't say they didn't get the knowledge about sugar, because sugar is just an enemy towards us, because we don't want to be a diabetic. And even our animals, they become diabetics because the people, they think they love them, but if you love someone, you will feed them vegetables. I mean, we used to laugh when the mom used to say, eat your vegetables, but that's the most wisdom thing that we can do, because that's with all the minerals. Did you know the same apple that I ate when I was 5 years old, I would have to eat 26 apples to get the same minerals and fiber out of it? There's minerals that's not there anymore. That's why we have to take extra minerals. And we've got shakes in here that you can put it's a little probe that you can put down, and it lights a light bulb because it's got so many minerals in it. So, and see, sugar takes your minerals, takes your calcium, so you don't absorb it. So you want all that stuff. You want to feel happy and healthy. And if you're not happy and you're not healthy, look at what you're putting in your mouth. When you have acid trouble with your stomach, always look at what you're putting in your mouth, because most of the time it's high sugar and it causes indigestion. And if you want to have good digestion, have your enzymes and eat your salad. I mean, I've already had a salad today, and you just feel good. You just feel great. Or you can eat something that's not, and you won't feel good. So I would challenge you to stay away from sugar and eat your vegetables.